Good morning. Let's open up to our Wuji position, open stance. Remember, you want your weight balanced on your feet. You should be able to wiggle your toes just a little bit. Soft knees, hips tucked in, chin down just a bit, soft shoulders, and imagine the marionette string coming up through your spine and the top of your head, holding the head up. What I want to ask you to do this morning is just begin with really slow pouring of your weight from one foot to another. And I want to spend just a couple minutes before we actually start doing anything more than this to talk about balance. One of the 8 principles of Tai Chi is balance. And it goes at all different kinds of levels. It can mean the balance of our coordination between our dominant and recessive side. It can mean a spiritual level of balance, and it can mean physical level of balance as you do the moves. And that's what I want to look at most closely right now. And just a few words about that. You know, our balance system is made up it's made up of all the different systems of our body, but there's 3 key systems. The one is your vision. If you don't believe that, try standing on one leg with your eyes closed. The other thing is obviously the inner ear that everyone thinks about. That can be a problem for some folks as they age. But you can work to compensate for that. And if you do have those issues, speak with your doctor. And the other system I want to mention is the somatic system, which is the part of the voluntary systems, which allows you to move your limbs around, move your body, and gives you the feedback of exactly where each part of your body is. Those are the 3 things I got originally taught. There's one I like to add in is the strength of the legs, because if you don't have strong legs, particularly calves, all the other things won't matter if you can't hold yourself up. So with that in mind, a lot of what I do today will incorporate different moves for balance to work on that. One of the very first things I want to focus on that, though, before we start lifting feet, is the notion of rooting. That's having all of your weight in one leg or another. It's simple physics, folks. If I'm not rooted on my right leg and I pick up my left foot, it's going to pull me off my root. So we have to be very careful to get all of our weight coming straight down on the rooted leg. We all have better days and worse days. Fortunately, I'm very lucky. I still have pretty good balance, but I have days. So anytime that we're going that I'm asking you to lift a foot off the ground, I always come up on the toe first so I can do a kind of a test. Am I feeling it? And if I am, then I'll go ahead and bring the leg up. And if not, I'll stop right there in a cat stance, because it's more important to stay upright than to lift the foot. And I don't want anybody falling. Let's take 3 easy breaths. And please follow. You're just lifting a heel. This time, as I root, I'll lift that heel, and I'm also going to lift the toe just an inch or so off the ground. Rooting to one side, picking the foot up, set it out, and back in. Now this time, instead of setting the toe out, I'm still going to extend the leg, but I'm not going to set it down. This time, I'm going to do it 3 times. Three easy breaths. To continue, root to one side, set the toe out, then to the side, then to the back, root back, lift the forward toes, feel the stretch in the back of that forward leg. For the Shibashi one set, we have some moves there that work on balance in particular. For instance, the wild goose takes flight. First off, if I just look up, that's testing my balance right there, because I'm denying the input of the vision. And in our white goose takes flight, or wild goose, we come up on the balls of the feet. The other significant move out of the Shibashi one set is the bouncing of the ball. Very good. Please follow. Easy breath in. Root to one side, hold the Tai Chi ball, and do a gentle kick just by lifting the calf. Back to center. The idea here really is a very low kick. The hip should be moving little to nothing because we really are just lifting the calf. If you're having a problem with any of those moves and you know that your balance is basically sound, then that's the point I want to drive home here is the rooting solidly so that you can lift that other leg. Another example out of the Shibashi 2 set that I really like is the fair lady works the shuttle, where we really come up with the knee very high. Pretty easy breath. From the 5 animal frolics, we have the crane spreading wings. Very good. So think about the balance as you go through the other moves that we made. Remember to stay solidly rooted. Wherever that root should be sure that it's really developed it. One of the advantages of sinking of the knees. It lowers your center of gravity just a little bit. It engages the muscles at the hip and the knee even more significantly than just standing. Very good. Cloud hands. Let's do the Shibashi 8. As we go through this set, try and be more mindful than we normally are, even about rooting and about your balance. 3 easy breaths. Preparation and begin. Easy breaths. And we'll just continue on with the whole Shibashi one set. 5 position, Nay Don. Hands to the side, palms to the rear. Holding a tree. Think deeper. Hands come up to the crown, keeping the same position relative to each other. Petting tigers. And now to the lower dantian. Now the hands to the original position. And just feel the chi for a moment. Thank you.